Hey y'all, so this is just a sponsored video by UNice. They sent me this beautiful frontal lace wig that y'all will see in a minute, but I was just showing y'all the packaging. That's a pamphlet that they give you with all these frequently asked questions, how to care for your wig and all that stuff. My wig is a Brazilian Body Wave Wig, 22 inches, and this is just the stuff that comes in the box, the wig cap and some lashes, which are beautiful, by the way. It comes with a net on it, paper balled up, and then it's like styrofoam around the frontal. Just so y'all can see the frontal before I bleach the knots and pluck it and everything, this is just what it looks like. It would have matched with my skin perfectly. It just kind of had like an ashy tint to it, so I want to go ahead and bleach the knots. It has 4 combs, or what's that? That's 6 combs. I didn't even notice that. And adjustable strap, which I did have to adjust all the way. I'll tell y'all more about that later though. 1.5 scoop of bleach. Eyeball the developer. You make sure your consistency is thick, almost like toothpaste or like paste, and you just eyeball it. I end up having to do another scoop just to make it thicker, and that's about the consistency that it should be. Now I'm going to brush it lightly onto the frontal. You start off very lightly, and then in the next clip you're going to see how it looks. Do not apply pressure. You see with my hand that the brush is not in my hand. Do not apply pressure with that hand because it will seep through the lace. I learned that the hard way. Mind you, this is my first time bleaching knots, so I think it came out great. This is the hair freshly washed. It is cute, y'all. And when I tell y'all this hair is so soft, it's extremely soft. There, I was trying to show y'all where the bleach kind of seeped through. You can tell kind of, but not really. Now the bleach didn't take the knots didn't take to the bleach very well, so it's better but not that bad. It's okay. I'll fix it later on in the video. Y'all will see. This is the frontal after I plucked it, I think, for the first time, or before. Yeah, this is after, and I had to go back and pluck some more. That was the total amount of hair after I plucked it again. And now you see I have straight back braids. I use the mousse to lay my edges down. And then I'm putting the hair in a ponytail. I'm putting mousse on it just to get those flyaways away, just so I can see like how the frontal looks on my head. Now mousse and frontals is my best friend. Like, that's how I got my hair to lay down. Like I told y'all, the wig was too big, so these earpieces, if it had more frontal space, I could have cut off more, but the wig was too big, if that makes sense. The crown of my head is very small, so I had to cut off those ear flaps just so it could fit on my head. And you see in this clip right here, it fits like a glove. Now I'm gonna tell y'all later on in the video, like in my next video that'll be coming up, I did pluck the frontal again, but y'all will see it in the next video coming up. I did 3 layers of the yellow got to be glued just because I knew I was put it on only for this video, and I didn't want anything too permanent, too harsh, so I did 3 thin layers of this. And I didn't feel like going to get my blow dryer, so I'm going to use that pamphlet that they had that had the frequently asked questions on it, and I'm fanning the glue to dry, and that worked perfectly fine for me personally, only because my layers are very thin. Now I told y'all I bleached the knots. It didn't come out right for me because that was my first time, so I am using my powder foundation in NC55. It's from MAC, the powder foundation, to cover up the knots, and that's just what it should look like. That worked for me. My frontal looks fine now. Hopefully, if you're of a darker skin complexion, that'll work for you. But yeah, so I'm just applying that with the foundation brush from BH Cosmetics. Nothing special. I do have on shorts. I was showing y'all my Nike Pros. I didn't want y'all to think I just didn't have no shorts on out here. But yeah, applying the makeup, and then I'm going to be combing the frontal back just so that I could cut the lace. I started off trying to do zigzag with the scissors, but that didn't work for me, so then I went to the eyebrow razor, and you see how jagged I'm cutting it. The more jagged that you cut it and the less straight that you cut it, the better your frontal will lay. Like I said, this is my first time, so I learned a lot of this off trial and error. By the time I put the makeup on the frontal and cut the lace, my glue was dry. So I'm putting my frontal on. I started with the middle, and then I went to my left side, and then to my right side. I'm using my nails and like the rat tail comb just to stick the lace on. and like melt it into the skin. Y'all know, y'all seen people on Instagram do this. I am not a professional. This is my first frontal, so it was a lot of trial and error. And you see I'm using the tail of my comb to actually melt the lace in, get it in there, and actually, you know, work it out how it's supposed to be. Now, after I had both sides glued down, for some reason the middle didn't want to stay, so I went back and I put more glue in the middle, and then I'm going to lay it down later. But I'm using more mousse to catch a lot of these flyaways. When I watched the video on bleaching the knots, they told me don't bleach your knots more than twice because it does loosen your knots and you will have more shedding. I think that's the only thing I experienced was shedding from bleaching the knots and cutting the ear flaps off. So that's why I was using the mousse to kind of get the flyaways and lay them off the lace. After I put that middle part back down, I put my scarf on just to melt this lace, y'all. And I really think that's the secret to melting the lace is putting on the scarf. Because taking off that lace, look at that middle section, y'all. It don't look perfect, but it look good to me. Wipe the alcohol off your forehead. I mean, not the alcohol. Wipe the excess glue off your forehead. And so you won't you don't see that shiny residue on the middle anymore. I wanted to wear this hair in the middle part, so that's what I'm doing. I'm lining my hair up in the middle, and then I'm going to get my hot comb and just go over that part just so it can be snatched, y'all. I want it to be black as possible because y'all know how I am when it comes to closures. My frontal got to be laid too. So laying it down with a hot comb, mind you, it has some mousse on there, so it is helping it lay down a lot more. And then I think I'm going to put my scarf back on, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I'm going to put some serum in the hair. This makes it softer. It makes it easier to flat iron when it comes time to flat iron. And then I know for a fact I'm going to put on my scarf somewhere. Putting on the scarf, like I said, lays down the lace. It gives you that push back effect like I like. And I'm not going to lie to y'all, my glue technique wasn't that great. So I am holding the frontal down just so you can have that push back, that natural hairline. So it won't everything won't be flat. Y'all see what I'm talking about at the end results. But yeah. Push it back flat, with the hot comb, and then I'm going to put my scarf on it while I'm curling my hair just to mold it. I'm going to be curling my hair away from my face, and then y'all will see the end results. Like I said, wasn't very detailed just because this is my first time dealing with the frontal, so I was learning through the trials and errors. But make sure you curl your hair away from your face. It gives you more volume and it just frames your face really, really well, no matter if you have layers in your hair or not. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a more in-depth styling to this wig in my next video, so please stay tuned for that. Once again, thank you, Eunice, for sending me this hair. It is absolutely amazing, y'all. It's so soft. But if you're interested in this hair, getting this style, remember this is Brazilian Body Wave 22-inch. Of course, I have all the links and stuff down below. They have a big sale coming up, so make sure y'all stay tuned for that. But I love y'all. See y'all in my next video. Bye.